Good morning, children. Welcome back to School at Home program. Yeah, the continuation of hero lesson. Take out your page number 88. Yes. Uh, what the father was saying here? The father, don't cover your face, said Granny. Are you really so sleepy? Really, Swami was sleepy? No, he was not sleepy. He was just pretending. Swami uncovered his face a little and whispered. So he was whispering that, please, please, Granny, don't call me and don't let me wake up, because if something is happened to the house, even though don't say anything to me, I'll sleep. Otherwise, I would have died. Then he turned over and curled under the blanket. He started snoring but soon found his blanket pulled away. Father was standing over him. What happened? Just he was pretending that, and he was making sounds with the nose like that. But really, he was not sleepy. Get up, Swami, said father. Get up, Swami, father commanded. Now he was commanded. Get up. Requesting, get up, Nana, get up. Requesting and commanding are both a difference. He looked like a ghost in the semi-darkness of the porch. How he was looking? He was looking like a ghost in the semi-darkness of the porch. Semi means half. Where he was sleeping? In the porch. Swami stirred and groaned as if in sleep. Get up, Swami, said father a second time. Again, the second time, the father insisted to get up, but even though he was making noise with the nose and he couldn't get up. Granny pleaded. Granny was pleading to the father not to wake him. Get up, not to disturb him. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time, and Swami got up. Get up, Swami, said father for the third time. Third time also he said. Swami got up. Swami looked at Granny, hesitated for a moment, and then followed his father into the office room. Swami looked at Granny, hesitated for a moment. He was hesitated. Who was hesitated? The father was hesitated, and towards the Granny, and then followed his father into the office room. Let me sleep in the hall. The Swami was saying that he wanted to sleep in the hall, but he couldn't. Swami pleaded. What the Swami did? He was pleaded, requested. He wanted to sleep in the hall, not in the office room, because there were scorpions in that room. What books are there in the office? Law books. There are no scorpions, boy. You can sleep on the bench if you like. And he was saying that there was no scorpions. You can sleep on the bench if you like. Can I have a lamp burning in the room? What he was saying? He was saying that, can I have a lamp burning in the room? No, you must learn to be brave. You must not be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. Will you at least leave the door open? Swami said very humbly. Now what he wants, Swami wants lamp, because he cannot sleep without a lamp. No, you must learn to be brave. The father said that if you want to become brave, you must sleep without lamp. You must not be afraid of darkness. You should not be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. Will you at least leave the door open? Now the father was saying that, will you at least leave the door open? Swami said very humbly. All right, said father, but promise you won't roll up your bed and go to your granny's side at night. If you do not do it, I will tell your teacher and make you the laughing stock of the whole school. Now, again the Swami was saying to the father to open the door. And he was saying very humbly. And our father accepted, but he wanted to take the promise from the son that if you wake up from your place, I'll say all these things to your teacher, so that your friends and your teachers, they will laugh at you. Swami was pained and angry. He was pained and angry because he cannot sleep alone, but the father insisted him to sleep alone. He did not like the cruelty his father was showing. He don't like any cruelty which the father was showing. He cursed the newspaper that had printed the tiger story. He wished that the tiger had not spared the boy. He cursed the newspaper. Who cursed the newspaper? Swami cursed the newspaper and had printed the, and he, even though who printed the someone is printed the newspaper, to him also he was cursing. He wished that the tiger had not spared the boy. The Swami's wish is the tiger would have eaten the boy. The night advanced and the silence in the house deepened. Swami's heart began to beat faster. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard. He was almost faint with fear. The night advanced and the silence in the house deepened. Swami's heart began to beat faster because he was terrified, he was frightened. He remembered all the stories of devils, ghosts he had heard. Now he remembered all the stories of devils, ghosts. He was almost faint with fear. That means he was numb with the fear. Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. It seemed to be a much safer place. He shut his eyes tight and encased himself in his blanket. Unknown to himself, Swami fell asleep. In his sleep, he had a terrible dream. What happened here? Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. It seemed to be a much safer place. He shut his eyes tightly was closing, and encased himself in his blanket. The whole body was covered with the blanket. Unknown to himself, Swami fell asleep. Knowingly means like this. Unknowingly means without knowingly he was slept. In his sleep, he had a terrible dream. Terrible means a frightening dream. A tiger was chasing him. Swami tried hard to escape, but his feet could not move. He tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open. He groaned in despair. The tiger was chasing him. In his dream, what he was dreaming, a tiger was chasing him. Swami tried hard to escape. He was trying to escape, but his feet could not move. He tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open. He groaned in despair. At last, using utmost effort, he opened his eyes. At last, what happened? He opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence, as was his habit, but he only touched the wooden leg of the bench. At once, his lonely state came back to him. He shook in fear and closed his eyes. He heard a little rustling noise in the room. What happened here? At last, using utmost effort, he opened his eyes. He cannot open his eyes, so he tried to open. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence, as was his habit. So he had a habit of keeping the hand on his granny. In the same manner, he was doing. But he only touched the wooden leg of the bench. Where he was sleeping under the bench. So he can only touch the leg of the bench. At once his lonely state came back to him. He shook in fear and closed his eyes. He heard a little rustling noise in the room. What he heard? Something rustling noise like gargar sound. What can this be? Thought Swami and slowly opened his eyes. Something was moving in the darkness. Swami lay gazing at it in horror. He was certain that his end had come. The devil would soon pull him out and tear him to pieces. Swami thought that something is there in the house, like a devil or ghost. Now he thought that it is the turn. It will kill me. So now I should open my eyes whether it may I may leave or not. I will open the eyes and I'll catch him. He was trying. As it came nearer, Swami crawled out from under the bench. At once he clutched its leg and dug his teeth in. At once he clutched his leg and dug his teeth. Yesterday, children, I gave you the homework. Page number 94. Yeah. Write a description about an act of bravery that you or your family member or any one of your friends may have shown at some stage in your life. So this is your home task. Okay, children, we'll continue tomorrow. Bye.